Dad had been dealing with this chronic illness for 40 years, so he caught a massive all-black snake and soaked it in liquor. But that very same night, the snake escaped. While my dad was beating the crap out of me over the missing snake, a drop-dead gorgeous woman in a black veil showed up and knocked on our door. "Hey big bro, it's freezing out here. Mind if I crash here for the night?" "Of course, come on in, come on in." "Girl, it's this cold and you're barely dressed. Aren't you gonna freeze to death? Come sit by the Kong and warm up. I'll go heat some wine for you. Last thing we need is for you to get sick." This man treated liquor like his own blood, yet here he was willingly sharing his precious stash with a stranger. Wild. I figured he'd tell me to go heat the wine like always, but nope, not this time. He walked right past me and headed to the kitchen himself. After Dad left, I couldn't help but sneak a look at this woman in black, face like a peach blossom, waist like a willow. She was absolutely stunning. Even I, a girl myself, couldn't take my eyes off her. "Little sis, looks like you haven't eaten in days, huh? Here, I've got some eggs for you. Eat up and don't let anyone see. Go on, eat it all, every last bit." I couldn't hold back anymore. I wolfed those eggs down in just a few bites, shells and all. God, it was so good. I hadn't tasted anything that delicious in forever. I was just about to thank her when Dad came strolling back in, all smiles, carrying a jug of wine. "Thank you so much, big bro. I feel so much warmer already." "Then have some more. Gotta warm up all the way. A beauty like you can't afford to get sick." Dad made me stand to the side and keep pouring. Before long, the whole jug was gone. Maybe it was the alcohol. The woman's fair skin had turned a soft shade of pink, and her body started moving on its own. Because of the eggs she gave me, I had a soft spot for her. I couldn't help but ask, "Dad, what's wrong with her? Is she feeling sick or is she just drunk?" "Sweetie, Dad was wrong to blame you tonight. You didn't let that snake out. It's back now, and this time I'm not letting it get away. Be a good girl and do as I say." "Dad, what's going on with her? Did you poison her? Are you kidding me? Can't you see it?" The black snake disappears, and then this woman in black shows up. Way too convenient. She is that snake. I spiked the wine with Real Gar. Ha 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 ha. "So, how do you like the taste of Real Gar wine, sweetheart?" Mid-conversation, the woman's legs slowly lost their shape and transformed into a serpent's tail. In the blink of an eye, that giant black snake was lying right there on our Kang. I was so shook by what I was seeing that I couldn't even speak. It took me a minute to snap back to reality. "Dad, this snake woman is a good person. She just gave me food. Please, just let her go." "Let her go? Then what do I eat? What do I drink? Her flesh and her blood, that's what." My whole body felt like it had fallen apart. I collapsed against the Kong and couldn't get up. I watched as Dad grabbed a massive iron chain, as thick as the black snake itself, and locked it tight around the Kong's leg. The moment he finished, the black snake woke up, thrashed around, and somehow shifted back into a woman. "Let me go. Please, let me go." "Snake woman, now that you've fallen into my hands, you're not going anywhere. This iron chain has been soaking in Real Gar water for 10 solid years. It was made for you. My family has been snake hunters for generations. This chain was passed down from our ancestors. Last night, Dad clocked her as a snake woman the second he saw her. Snakes can't enter a human home without the owner's permission, so when she showed up asking to stay, Dad said yes without blinking and invited her right in. Everything went exactly according to his plan. You beasts, generation after generation, you've always lost to my family, and now you've fallen into my hands again. I'd say I've done right by my ancestors. When my grandfather was alive, he caught a white snake as thick as a millstone. That was your husband, wasn't it? We skinned him for clothing, pulled out his heart and liver to soak in wine, and ground his flesh and bones into soup. That taste. I will never forget it for the rest of my life. Yesterday in the mountains, the moment I spotted that black snake coiled up on the cliff, I knew something was off. Lucky my blade was fast enough. Otherwise, I never could have hit your weak spot. What a shame. Looks like you're gonna meet the same fate as your husband. You worthless thing, go boil some water. We're killing the snake tomorrow, as scheduled. I had barely dragged myself to the woodshed when I heard gut-wrenching screams coming from inside. I wanted to help her, but what could I even do? Other than getting beaten by my dad, I was completely useless. By the time I was on my third pot of water, Dad came swaggering into the woodshed. "Hurry up and bring a basin of hot water to clean up that snake woman." When I brought the water inside, the snake woman was already covered in bruises, her eyes completely glazed over. "You monster! Little sis, save your energy. You can't break these chains." "I'm so sorry, snake woman. There's nothing I can do for you." The next morning, barely after dawn, people started flooding into our place. In a famine like this with the promise of meat and liquor, everyone had been losing their minds waiting. "Baugen, when are you starting?" "Yeah!" I was so hungry I couldn't sleep all night. "Come on, get the fire going. I can't take it anymore." Everyone was talking over each other, rushing Dad to get started. Dad, cool as a cucumber, wheeled out a large iron cage covered in red cloth and pushed it to the center of the courtyard. "Relax, everyone. Today, Joe Baugen is going to give y'all something you've never seen before." Holy crap, where did this woman come from? She's even hotter than the girls in the city. No way. No city girl looks like that. I'm telling you, she's more beautiful than the Empress herself. A beauty like this only belongs in heaven. How often do you get to see something like this down here on Earth? She's the black snake from yesterday, the legendary black snake woman. So what's it gonna be? Kill her and soak her in wine, gone in a few sips? Or do you wanna... Ah ha ha. No wine soaking! No wine soaking!